Today's little mini project, I gotta go to Harbor Freight and replace a multimeter that, I don't know, either I blew it up or it was faulty from the beginning. But you know, Harbor Freight, Chinese goodness. So I gotta run up there, replace that multimeter, just swap it out, even exchange. I talked to the manager on the phone already, no big deal. And I'm gonna come back and finish trying to work on this little solar panel project I got going on. I'm completely a solar panel novice. Definitely not really sure what I'm doing. I've just watched a lot of YouTube videos like y'all. If you're watching this, you must be really bored with your life, because not a lot going on here, just me goofing off. I'm just gonna do some more testing of my BoyFun action cam. During the daytime, I'm going to go outside. I'm actually going to make a trek to Harbor Freight and return some broken Chinese junk. But here we go. So I actually just tried to use the remote to start and stop the recording, and it didn't do nothing. Pushing the button. Alright, I retrieved the faulty multimeter, and we are going to set off on our trek to Harbor Freight to hopefully do a return and get one that works. I'm using the BoyFun camera in 2 point whatever K resolution because the 4K doesn't have image stabilization, so I'm going to try the 2K with image stabilization and see how it goes. But here we go. Goodbye, Harbor Freight. Actually, I didn't get to do an even exchange like I thought I was going to do, because Harbor Freight, if you're not familiar, is the land of the coupons. They have a coupon for everything. So pretty much every item in their store has 2 or 3 or 4 different prices available. And if you don't have the coupon, you're on the expensive price. If you have the coupon, you get it cheap. Well, the multimeter that I bought the first time, it was with a coupon. And so when we rung it up this second time, after the exchange, it was magically $4 more expensive. So what they ended up doing is the manager just gave me a few free things. Evidently that coupon that I used, nobody had it anymore, or they didn't know how to, couldn't ring it up. So I got a free screwdriver and a free non-contact voltage tester, which, I mean, that's actually a little bit better deal than the difference in the price. I mean, the voltage tester alone was $5 by itself, and the screwdriver, I have no idea what they sell it for, full price anyway. I'm sure they have 5 or 6 different prices for the screwdriver. But anyway, I think I come out ahead. I did have to spend a little bit more money because I also bought some, I have a little solar panel project going on, and I bought some leads to test different connections for a meter, and that's actually what all this stuff is for. Actually, not this, I just kind of wanted one of these, but the voltage tester, that's going to help me in my solar panel project today too. And an extra screwdriver. I mean, everybody needs a screwdriver. So, I mean, that's going to be useful. So this is just a spare room in my house, so I'm using it to just set the grid tie inverter in the house. And I got this meter, but it's not really hooked up correctly. One, it's not hooked up correctly, or two, it's not really made for this purpose, but I'm sure it's probably one. I just don't know how to hook it up. In the instructions, they tell you, I mean, there has to be a battery involved somewhere, and I don't have a battery in my system. I only have a grid tie. So right now, this is what I'm getting off of it. It says 311 watts, 23 amps, but the voltage is definitely wrong. So I don't think I can trust the wattage or amperage either. If the voltage is wrong, I know the wattage has to be wrong. It should be double that, actually, because the voltage is actually, alright, when I started recording the fan kicked back on, but the voltage, whoops, is actually around 33, 34 volts. So if the amperage is right, that would put my wattage at, well, without doing a calculator, I can't figure that in my head, but I'll put it on the screen here. But anyway, 34 volts, 23 amps is that many watts. Let me show you what's going on outside. Okay, I'm not going to show you what's going on outside right now because it's just a fracking mess out there. But I have 4 200-watt solar panels on my roof. So that's what's going on there. They're parallel and serial. Serial? Okay, this is actually a reshoot because, like I said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just learning all this solar stuff, and I said something stupid a minute ago. It's actually series, not serial. Parallel and serial are cables that you plug into computers. Parallel and, oh gosh, I forgot again. Series are ways you plug electrical things in to change voltage and capacity. So know your terms. Don't be like the crazy postman. He doesn't know his terms. Anyway, I'm reshooting this in 4K on this stupid BoyFun camera to see if it looks any better. That 2K, man, really looks like trash. I watched that video back. This camera is just absolutely horrible. I have another video kind of reviewing it, and I'm afraid this one is going to hit the return pile because it just makes me sad on the inside to see how bad this picture looks. It is definitely not a 4K camera. It must have like a 720p sensor that they're just upscaling to 4K. Who knows? But anyway, back to the originally scheduled program. I guess that's it. Parallel and serial connected. So two of them are connected together, and 2 of them are connected together to make 24 volts. And then those 4 are connected together to double the capacity. I don't know. But anyway, it works. And it gets in there and makes 34 volts at the inverter. Man, all these words. See, I'm so new to this. I don't really know what I'm doing. But you plug that into the inverter, and you just plug the inverter into the wall, and some magic happens, and voila, you're using solar power. Unless you're using more than what your solar panels are making, then you're using solar and grid power. Man, if you're watching this, you must be kind of bored. Tesla's a little dirty today. Got some bugs guts going on, and it rained. You know what? I got in the car and I realized I didn't even bring the item to return to Harbor Freight, so looks like I'm getting back out of the car again. Well, it is a Tefcam supposedly, so that shouldn't hurt it too much. Okay, so the remote did stop the recording, but it wouldn't start it. Interesting. I'm going to hit it again. Nope. Didn't seem to be working. I don't know. I have to do a little bit more research on that. Also, I can't seem to find my car mount for my camera, so this is going to be interesting.